The telecom hack is getting worse. Government officials are now warning people to be cautious when texting and are advising to use encrypted communications on iPhones and Androids. The telecom attack is suspected to be from Chinese hacking group Salt Typhoon and allows attackers to access call records, metadata, and even live phone calls. We cannot say with certainty that the adversary has been evicted, said a rep from CISA.
I know they follow you for my balumo. Now they think my shines much more. I know they follow you drag and you down. Let me come and they go. The money when I get no be to go.
So am I the only one that heard that the FBI was like, don't text nobody no more? I mean, y'all didn't hear from me as it was, but yeah, it's gonna be worse now. So I guess I'm gonna invest in some kind of bird call, smoke signal technology. I don't know.
The FBI issued a warning about the cybersecurity risk of messages exchanged between Android and iPhone users. But what they discovered goes far beyond digital security. Last week, agents raided an underground facility located in Nevada. Initially, the place seemed like an abandoned workshop, but a basement revealed a room filled with servers connected to global networks. Among the equipment, there were encrypted files named Digital Contagion Protocols. The contents of the documents were disturbing. Seemingly harmless messages between users were being intercepted to capture detailed data, such as real-time location, consumption habits, sleep patterns, and even banking credentials. But the biggest surprise was that the servers did not belong to individual hackers. They were registered under the name of an organization called Phantom Core, whose financiers remain a total mystery. And here's the strangest part. The FBI had known about the existence of this group for months, but only acted now. Why? Share your theories.
The FBI is urging Americans to stop sending regular text messages between Android phones and iPhones. The agency says the exchanges are vulnerable to hackers because they are not encrypted. Encryption is a technology that scrambles a message and requires a key to be able to see it. So if you have an iPhone and you need to send a message to an Android user, you're advised to use secure apps like Signal or WhatsApp. The warning comes amid high-profile recent hacking incidents that have been linked to China.
Exciting giveaway alert. Follow us, comment, join, and win. It's that easy. Don't wait.
Breaking news, the FBI is warning iPhone and Android users to stop texting each other. This is due to a potential and real security threat where text messages between Apple iPhone and Android users are not secure and can be hacked or intercepted by adversaries like China. It's important to note that this only applies for text messages between iPhones and Androids or Androids and iPhones. That's because iPhone to iPhone or Android to Android text messages are end-to-end encrypted. Here's what you could do if you are an iPhone user who texts someone with an Android and vice versa. The FBI is suggesting downloading apps like WhatsApp, which offer in-app messaging that is end-to-end encrypted, regardless of device. So before we go any further, make sure you hit that share button to send this to the people you text the most, and check with your friends and family what device they're using if you're not sure. Drop a comment letting us know if you already use a secure messaging app like WhatsApp or Telegram. Which do you suggest using? And if you're not already following, hit that plus sign for more timely updates like this.
So the FBI is now warning people with iPhones and Androids not to text anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I have horrible phone phobia. I would rather chew off my arm than make a cold call, a phone call, and actually talk to a human being. This is where we're at right now as a species, as where I'm at. So I don't know what people are going to do about this. What do y'all think? And what is this world coming to?
So apparently the FBI is warning that Apple and Android users should not be texting each other back and forth because of a Chinese cyber attack. So, if you have an iPhone to an iPhone, that's fine. Android to Android, that's fine. But if you're trying to text somebody with a different type of phone, say you have an iPhone trying to text somebody with an Android, apparently it's no longer safe because, your text can be intercepted. That's crazy. I guess it's just more reason to switch over to the dark side and become an Android user.
Now, the FBI is warning cell phone users tonight, if you're texting between Androids and iPhones, your information is not secure.
It may be because China's hacking of U.S.
Yeah, David and Lisa, we all text, right? This is a part of daily life. And the texts that this hack could affect are SMS messages, so those green bubbles when you text. But even so, experts say this isn't a cause for concern. 270,000 texts are fired off every second globally, and the FBI now warns the Chinese government could see your messages.
I don't know if I trust our own government.
Experts say the Chinese have hacked their way into the SMS system, the one that routes where your green bubbled texts go. This brings peace of mind to most texters.
I got to text my parents.
How to protect your privacy?
The rule of thumb is don't text message.
If you're concerned about hackers in your texts, you can use encrypted texting programs. Or
Call them.
that's a rare solution these days.
The FBI is warning people to stop sending texts and use encrypted messaging apps like WhatsApp or Signal instead, but wait until you find out why. Specifically, this is for iPhone to Android communication or vice versa. But remember when we all complained that we couldn't send photos between iPhone and Android because it was always pixelated? So then they released this new RCS feature that allowed us to send media. Well, apparently that feature didn't come with full end-to-end encryption for everyone. So when the Chinese government got into Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, you see where this is going? We listen, we don't judge. It's 2024, but we can't judge that we don't have end-to-end encryption. So yeah, they still don't know how big this thing is. They think most people's metadata was affected versus the content of the calls and texts, unless you're in government or a politician, which affects all of us anyways. So the lessons that we're taking away is encryption is good. Also, make sure you stay on top of updates, strong passwords, you know the deal. How do you not encrypt in 2024? I need a manzanilla.
Yet another example of what the hell is going on. The FBI is warning that iPhone and Android users should stop texting each other. We already can't send pictures. Have you seen a picture that you try to send to an Android or vice versa? We already know that this is like a ploy to keep us trapped in the iPhone universe. You don't want us to send text messages now? They're essentially saying that iPhone to iPhone is fine, Android to Android also fine, because it's encrypted from point A to point B, right? Point A to point B. But now, if you're texting to someone else, but honestly, y'all got all the data. Y'all got all the data. I got Alexa, Fire, everything. Like, y'all have everything. Ring, y'all have everything. So it don't even really matter. What data are they really collecting? My Amazon shopping cart? You know what I'm saying? My grocery list that I need to go to the store? What are you really collecting? Because honestly, you already got it. And if they don't got it, you got it. And I don't get a say in that either. So y'all can just, I'm going to keep texting, is what I'm trying to say.
Hello, you guys. How you guys doing on this lovely Tuesday? Well, you guys, here's a story that I found, this morning, of course. And it's about the FBI saying that Android and iPhone users should stop texting each other because the Chinese is getting our text messages and it's not encrypted, end-to-end encrypted. So they're looking at our text messages. And I really don't care. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't care. The government sells our information to people, right? So why would I care that someone's reading my text messages if the government's reading my text messages, if the government is listening to my phone calls? Why is this a real concern? Because in the past, I heard breathing, I heard talking in the background, I have heard static in the background as I'm talking to my friends. So this is something that I don't care about, but if you do, listen up. So the FBI warned earlier this month of December that You should be careful if your friend, your family member, or anyone you love has an Android phone and you have an iPhone. So the FBI advised against texting between iPhone and Android due to security risk. The FBI has issued a warning to iPhone and Android users about the security risk of texting between different brands of cell phones. While messages between iPhone to iPhone and Android to Android are secure in sending a message between the two platforms, so it's okay. Experts recommend using encrypted messaging and instead of regular text to protect against ongoing cyber attacks under the FBI investigation. Texting between iPhone and Android users, messages in Android. iPhone users use iMessage, and Android users use SMS or MMS. These are outdated systems from the 90s and the 2000s. If you want to text Android to iPhone, use the following platforms. This is what they say. You can use these apps: Signal for privacy and security, WhatsApp by popularity, Telegram for startups, Discord for gamers. Now, this is all up to you guys and how you guys feel, because no matter what, the government is tracking you. They're hearing your phone call right now. They're hearing me through the computer talking to you guys and what I'm saying. So I really don't care. I mean, I don't really text to Android people because all my friends have iPhones. So I mean, they can look at my text messages all they want. Mine's is innocent. I'm just like, hi, how you doing? And talk to you in a few months. Okay, that's how it is. And I don't know if people are going to be freaking out. I don't know if this is a thing to control the masses. I don't know if this is to divide people with different phones, because honestly, when I see people on their phones, honestly, uh, we I mean, I see people with iPhones. I hardly ever see anybody with an Android. And if I see anybody with an Android, it's very rare, right? I call them unique because everybody's the same around me. I don't know about y'all, but around me, iPhone all day. So, this, if this is concerning, please let me know in the comments below. I just found it interesting that they're just trying to scare us into something that's already being done to us. So I'm I'm not really caring. I'm just sharing this information just in case you guys care, and if you guys care that the Chinese can read your messages, and that if you have a friend or a buddy that has an Android or has an iPhone other than you. Let me know what you guys think below. Do you guys care? Do you guys really don't mind the Chinese reading your messages because you got nothing to say? What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Let me know. But again, like I always say, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.